uma com a tomada de lá, uma é before months. Uma é com lá. Se tu há lá, tá no que vai, me sou lá, tem mais
All right, welcome everyone to another beautiful session over here. It's a lovely afternoon, Wednesday, 13th July. We have people from Zoom over here looking fresh. Thank you, man. Thank you. Just did a 3mm beard head, the 3mm one. 3mm on the sides and a little bit of trimming and a little bit of cream. Hey, watching from South Africa. Thank you, man. Thank you from South Africa. Really appreciate my South African brothers, South American brothers as well. Why your account at 300? That was another account. I have multiple accounts. I don't have just one account. Why are you beefing with all the traders in the industry? Because I can. Okay, so let's take a look at the daily time frames, right? Let's take a look at the day time frames on pound here. Let's just do full. Okay, actually, you know what? We have some time left over here. So this is what we're going to do. In the past, like 4 days, 5 days, a lot of people have messaged me saying, hey, it's very childish of you to beef with other traders and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Here's my answer to all of that, right? So I'm going to tell you why. I'll tell you why I do this and tell you what I get out of it. And I'll tell you the kind of chess I'm playing with all these traders, right? So the previous one was this guy James, right? So his post was on my feed. I'm like, okay, interesting, And then I made a post about it. I made 3 posts about it in less than 5 minutes, and then after that I went on my merry way, and then I started posting things about YouTube. I started posting things about the webinars we've done and all the good things we've done. Now, while I did that, I never even tagged him in any post. There was no tagging, nothing. It was just the name and the post, and that's it. I didn't tag anyone. I don't tag anyone. So what he did was he tagged me in every post he made about me the entire day. The entire day he promoted my name, right? So when he promoted my name, and a lot of people, they didn't know I exist in his circle, they knew I existed. So when they went on to my profile, they watched my stories. My stories were, hey, look at what I've done in the past. Look what I'm doing now. Look at the amount of webinars we have on YouTube. Look at the amount of knowledge we have here. So that's what they saw when they came to my profile. And to be honest, my followers, they went higher in those last 2-3 days. They went up. So that's what they do. These guys are emotional. They're young. And emotionally they start going on and on and on. They go on a rant. He literally went on a rant for 1 full day, and I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about this guy. I'm not going to tag him, and all this free publicity is going to come my way. In those 3-4 days, our signups to Romanian markets was the highest it's been in the last, let's say 2 months of that same time. Magic key sales were up. I had more hits on YouTube, and I had more people follow me that same day. So it's about what kind of a mood you want to make, like a move you want to make, and what you want to get out of it, knowing how that certain person is gonna, like, react to all of that. So that was chess played by Raja Banks. Yeah, that's right. Bad publicity is good publicity. Any good signal provider, man, you yourself is you are the best signal provider for yourself for life. Doesn't even cost you anything. It's free. Free signals. Look, for example, okay, we're talking about pound yen right here on the daily time frame, right? Pound yen daily time frame is whatever, consolidating, created resistance, support, no idea what's going on. Let's take a look on the 4-hour now. Looking at the 4-hour now, yeah, Harry, we're just doing the breakdowns now. So this is where we got support on the 4-hour, 162.500, and then I guess we also rejected this area here before, right? Let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame now. Now in the 1-hour time frame, we have some more information. First off, we have this resistance right here on the 1-hour, which was, respected right here at London session. And then we had another rejection right here on the 11th, after London closed, and then again at Asian session. So I think this is going to be a pretty good resistance here. Let's take a look at support on the 1-hour time frame. This is where we got support. And if you notice this area right here, 162.600, this was support on the 4-hour, right? But now when we take a look at it on the 1-hour time frame, this is where now you can adjust this furthermore. So maybe this is our support on the 1-hour. So it's very easy to see if we do break below, I would say, 162.850, break below 162.850, not even that's below this wicks, but also it's below this potential rejection area. Potential rejection, right? So this is like a 50 pip. Wow, this is like a 50 pip range over here. Very nice, 50 pip range. Some people are probably looking at buys at this point too. Buys are going to be, I think it's going to be tough within this range. I think buys are going to be very, very tough. So let's bring this down based on a 30-minute right here, right? Yeah, so above the yellow line and below the yellow line are the two trades I would like to participate in. Above the yellow line. Above the yellow line, we only need a candle to break and close above 163.550. So that then you have this range till 164, okay, 164. 47 pip range. Amazing. Potential buys above 163.550. I'm going to make it smaller so it looks streamlined. There we go. Potential buys above 163.550. And then what do we got right here? Potential sells. Potential sells. Below 162.850. 162.850. Perfect. This is it. You got to identify, right? So now this range, we don't care how big this range is. This is a 60 pip range, but there have been a lot of rejections over here. My grandfather always said, make them think you're playing checkers, but meanwhile you're playing chess. Still trying to figure that out. It was great promotion. Great promotion. It was amazing. Great promotion. Anyway. What are the market conditions nowadays? Good for you? To be honest, in July I haven't really looked at the charts in order to trade. I haven't really looked at charts. Like the only time I've looked at charts is to send you guys analysis. I mean, in July I didn't even take that many trades here. Last week, nothing. I've maybe taken like 2 trades. Yeah, 2 trades in July. That's it. This was a buy. It was whatever. But then this trade here, this was with you guys on NFP. Yeah, this was the NFP trade with you guys. I've only taken 2 trades so far this month. I was sick twice, so I couldn't trade. And then we had Eid here for the last 3 days, so no trades there either. So it's just whatever. It's been literally whatever. July has been like no trading at all. Just 2 trades in July. Let me mark these same zones here in the 30-minute time frame, and then we're going to take a look at gold. Who won the $100? One of my rich friends who had a very good caption. They won $100, but I'm not going to give it to them. They got a whole bunch of $100. So, no. I love you, brother. Hey, thanks, Meg Griffin. Appreciate it. I got Meg here from a famous TV show today. All right, let's take a look at gold from the daily. Daily's been pushing down on gold. Maybe we're like, rejecting. Let's take a look to the left-hand side. Oh yeah, whoa. For sure we're rejecting. Look at what happened here previously. Hello, Omar. So previously, when price came down to this area back in 2021, the last week of September, we had a huge rejection. Pretty big rejection right here. So maybe we can have the same rejection, if not rejection, maybe some sort of a pullback. Maybe if we're gonna have a pullback, we need some confirmations on the one of these time frames. And what we see by looking at the 4-hour is that we are getting a pullback, but at the same time we rejected this area, which means we made a new low and price may retest this low. So right now 4 hours pulling back, looks good for a buy, but we can retest the low. Is it a buy or sell? We don't know. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour is about to close in 21 minutes, but the problem with the 1 hour is that there was a rejection here on the 12th July after London close. Rejection, we had another rejection, and we had this 1 hour candle reject this area 1729 and close below. So we don't know whether this candle is going to close above 1729 or not. If we close above 1729, then I would say there's a pretty good probability for price to continue pushing up to 1732, which is 30 pips away. Not that far away. Yeah, 1729 is also this resistance on the 30-minute as well, so that's going to make sense. Yeah, so above this wick is 30 pip range. Have to wait and see. One signal provider said he guarantees 400 pips. I mean, does the Forex belong to his father? Yeah, some people think Forex belongs to their family and stuff like that, so they can make these wild claims, guaranteed 4,000 plus pips. I mean, I don't know where they got to go to get that, but sure. Can you take a look at this? Let's take a look at this chart over here. Possible buys, a 15-minute candle close above with 35 range next to it. Yeah, sure. I mean, sure. I'm just looking at above 163.550. So, it's a very tricky area. I would say you need candles to break above 163.300 to be safe. That's what I think. Yeah, it's good. Every time I deposit and it's successful, unsuccessful through card. Here's what compliance tells us, right? They would gladly take the money, but sometimes banks have some red flags when it comes to third-party payments. Because like a financial institution, let it be a brokerage, a bank, institution, whatever that is, they never deny payments. They would love for money to come in. But when there's some sort of a banking, like a hurdle, or they don't allow third-party payments, then there's very little they can do about it. Does your throat get sore after the streams? No. I'm Punjabi munda, bro. Punjabi's throats don't get what's this? What's the word? Sore. Yep. Let's take a look at here. Looks like we got some news. Yeah, we got CPI today, man. Crazy. We got CPI. Looking at big numbers. I'm not going to be here for CPI. I have to go do something. But if I was looking at CPI, I would maybe assume that the same thing is going to happen that happened last time, right? CPI was good, which means it's good for the dollar. So price dropped down, and then the market realizes, oh, hey, wait a minute. We have inflation. And when we have inflation, what happened last time? Price shot up. So the same thing can happen over here too. I've been selling gold for the last couple of weeks. Beautiful. Do we have to mail support every time we deposit money? No. Only reason you didn't involve in GJ, buy because of Wix rejection? Yes. So I'd want to see a buy above 163.550. That's the buy I want to see on pound yen. How much did it take you to become profitable? It depends on people to people. Jason at wants to beef with you. Jason, I will show you my FX book and show me yours. I've shown my FX book multiple times, Jason. So sit down. Sit down. If inflation numbers come low, means gold push down. I wouldn't think they will be low, because this is what you got to understand about CPI, right? CPI is basically the change in the price people have paid for goods and services. The change. So now ask yourself, how has that change affected you, right? Has the change been positive for you or negative for you? Every time you've gone to a grocery store to get bread or milk, has the price gone up every week, or has it stayed the same or gone down? Pretty much it's going up. You know, for everything you pay for, they're all going up. Your milk, bread, fruit, vegetables, everything's going up. Except for market fluidity and commissions on dominion markets. Other than that, everything's going up. So that's a positive change in CPI. That also means the economy is doing good, right? But CPI goes up, I guess, because of two factors. Because when the economy is doing good, people have a lot of money. That means CPI is up, because, you know, more money people have, more expensive things become. Supply and demand, right? But CPI can also go up when there's inflation. When there's inflation, price of goods increase. So then, you know, people have to pay more for the price of goods. During last CPI, gold moved higher at 10 a.m. Yes, because the market needs some time to absorb the information and realize what's really happening. Raja, what month have you seen the most profitability? May. May, I've always seen amazing profitability in May. This May, last May as well, you know. Last May as well, it was amazing. Take a look at this. Let's take a look at last May over here. May is also my birthday, so for some reason the market just decides to bless me more than I should be blessed with. But, you know, that's basically what happens. Just joking. So let's see over here. 2021. May 2021, around 152. Had some losses here too. See, like $1,800 loss, $1,400 loss. You know, and it was a pretty good month. Okay, let's see here. So the 1 hour candle is going to close in 15 minutes here. One best thing I learned from you is continuously change your stop loss after every candle close. Yes. Your losses are actually small for your account size. Yes. My losses are very small. I balance them. I mean, if I look at my losses here, let's take a look at for the last, 3 months, right? 3 months. Last 3 months. For example, this loss right here. This was I think this was on CPI, was this? Or I think this was CPI, where I held longer than I should. NFP. No, it wasn't NFP. Look, it's the 15th June. Can't be NFP. Must be CPI. I think it was CPI. When was the last CPI? Last CPI was, June 10th. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Anyway, you know, so then a bunch of the losses are right here. You know, like on a 50 lot, less than a 10 pip loss right here as well. This is like a 2 pip loss over here. This one as well, pretty small, 5 pips. But then the smallest win was, okay, it's whatever. But then, like, you know, your smallest wins are like, you know, around 10-15 pips. Most of the wins are around 10-15 pips. Most of the wins. Look, this is another 10 pip. Then these trades, this was a very good trade. These trades are mostly, they're all during your pre-London to London Open. Okay, would you look at a 30-minute closer above for buys on gold? For gold, the 30-minute above, yes, that would make sense. 30-minute. We still got about 15 minutes left. So we need a candle to kind of like, you know, close within 1729.50, you know, around that mark. Yeah, right here, above 1729, and then the next candle to break this high to continue pushing up. That's going to be way better. How do you trade CPI? Look at the CPI we had last month. That's an excellent example of how I trade CPI. Actually, let's take a look at that. You know, while we're waiting for these candles to close, the 30-minute candle to close, let's take a look at the last month's CPI. You know, because a lot of people are pretty excited to trade CPI. So look, right, their forecast was 0.7. Before 0.7 is 0.3. And look what actual number was 1. Right? And it's been steadily increasing. Look at this right here as well. You know, it's been going up from forecast. Look, 2021, 0.3, forecast 0.4, 0.6, forecast 0.9. Increasing, higher number, higher number, higher number, higher number. One thing is CPI doesn't leave a liquidity break and issue starts down. Yeah, it depends. Depends. So 10th of June, right? Let's take a look at 10th of June. 10th of June. And oh, actually, people on YouTube, I know some of you guys are first-time viewers. I know some of you guys, they just like the stream, but you don't subscribe. Go subscribe to the channel right now. Okay, this is the 10th of June. It's called Lee's World. See this?
Are you tired of being lost?
Holy! I'm tired of seeing your ads on my videos all the time, buddy. That's what I'm tired of. People sent me this information. I didn't look for myself. People sent me. Okay, yeah. See, so this was CPI. This was after a few candles after CPI. Jesus Christ! What? Look at GJ. And then after we break above 1838, was it? Watch your 1835. Thanks. And then we moved up after that. Raja, will you set your stop loss below 1830? No, I'm gonna wait to see how we break above 1835. Yes. Logan Paul trades. Hey, am I eligible to withdraw by cryptocurrency? No, you can only withdraw with the same method you deposited. Did you guys notice he doesn't trade or loses money on trade, but he will ask you to subscribe so he can make money on YouTube? Yeah, man. Like YouTube pays me good. Last month YouTube paid me 2,000 US dollars. How big will your stop loss be? Depends. It depends what I'm looking at. I mean, if I'm trying to say that I'm going to be looking at pound yen above 163.550, then we'll have to see how the candle is going to close. Right now we're just breaking above this area. You know, some people want to take buys. Sure, go ahead, but my plan is to wait for one of these areas to break, and then we'll see. Bangladesh is in deep crisis, man. They gotta, I mean, you guys have pretty big textile exports. They should at least open up something like that, you know, PayPal, crypto. Can we be profitable if secure full position at 10 every trade? Yes. 100%. What percentage is fair for everyday trading? It's up to you. 1% you want to risk, 2% you want to risk. Hey, that's a new background. Yeah, man. New background. Do you trade gas or oil or agriculture? No. If we're already up more than 10% for the day, should we call it a day or look for more trades? That's up to you, KFC manager. Like, think about it. In KFC, if you got to sell 500 burgers a day, you've sold 501. It's 2 minutes to close time. What do? Pack it all up or just sit with the patty? Yeah, you pack it all up. You're like, yo, we're done. All the patties, all patties are good. Where can I learn more about fundamentals for gold and USD other than Forex Factory? Experience, man. Experience. I didn't know anything about fundamentals. I didn't know all this information about CPI and change of goods and all that. I didn't know that. I just learned this maybe over the past year and a half. 2 years, you know, by putting pieces together. So I'm still learning with you guys. Trust me, I'm profitable because maybe I'm disciplined enough to stick to just something I know. But other than that, I'm still figuring a lot of things out. I'm still figuring out different fundamentals, why they move price. Because I always ask myself, hey man, if CPI is up and price and gold dropped down and it moved up, doesn't make sense. You know, so you have to ask yourself these questions. Why? Why is it happening? Why is the US news positive and gold still moving up? What's the reason? And then you start to ask yourself, okay, what is even CPI? You start to learn about CPI. There are a lot of videos for dummies on YouTube. CPI for dummies, NFP for dummies, you know, and you're going to get your answer. Once you understand that, then you try to understand, okay, why is gold moving up? So the only hypothesis could be like, hey, maybe, you know, there's still a lot of inflation and it's bound to go even up higher. I mean, Canada is deciding their rates now tomorrow, I think. Is it tomorrow? No. Was it yesterday? No. Yeah, New Zealand increased their rates. Oh, it's today. 2.25. See? They're increasing their rates to 2.25. Yeah. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Yeah, you just gotta wait for it to close. How much egg costs in Afghanistan? No idea. Raja, we have a daily resistance and a minor to the left hand side, blah 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 blah. 650. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. You gotta break above 163,550 and then move up. एहसास से कम तरी की मिसालें बन चुकी थी अल्फ्रेडो फेटुचीनी और रेड हो लैम्बोर्गिनी और रेड हो न्यूज़ का फोल्डर. You've done so well, managed to leave Canada and live in Pakistan. Yeah, man, of course. I mean, in Canada, we still own the house there. We're renting it to our tenants. That house was almost like, you know, 2,200 square foot. You know, this house we have here now, the living space alone of one floor, living place alone of one floor is 4,800 square feet. 4,800 square feet. The second floor is around 4,500 square foot. You know, so you add that all up, you all look living at around an 8,000 square foot home. No internet problems. Had some electricity issue, but now I have unlimited electricity. You know, I mean, amazing. Pay less tax than Canada. So if you're getting so much benefits and you're doing the same work, you're working remotely, you can live whatever you want, wherever you want. I mean, by the end of this year, we're gonna secure a place in Dubai too. You know, so I'm just trying to give you guys some sort of thinking outside of the box thing here. Like, you got to think outside the box. You got to think, why would someone do that? Solar panels? No, we got a generator and I got 2 backup batteries for this whole setup over here. You were leaving Canada because you were being sued. Man, I don't listen to rumors at all. There are a lot of rumors. Trump got sued. What happened to Trump? Still got more money. How much percentage do you own of that broker? It's up there. Raja is a common name. Yes. Okay. Once I'm making enough to replace a monthly income, I'm going to move to Pakistan 6 months. Try it out. Oh, nice. You should. Socially, culturally, no, I would prefer here socially, culturally, because there's a lot of there's no culture in Canada. There's no culture. There's only culture there where in your community where you live. But overall, there's no culture. There's no social values. There's no cultural values. You know, like if you have guests at home and then some new guest walks in the room, everybody stands up. Literally, everybody stands up to meet the guy. You know, and that's very rare. In a lot of countries, you still have that sort of like, you know, social connect where that type of respect is given to people. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Imagine your kids growing up and seeing all this happen. Oh, when someone walks in the room, everyone stands up to meet them. Oh, what? Wow, that's crazy. You know, things like that. And then slaughtering animals there. Well, you know, that's a little hit and a miss with some people, but I'm all for it. I'm struggling in trading. Please guide me. I'm 6 months old in trading. Well, you still got to get older, but I think as you grow older, you're 6 months old right now in trading. I think maybe stick with 1 to 2 trades a day. 1 to 2 trades a day. That's it. 1 to 2 trades a day. And also, I think I've done pretty well with trading as well since I moved here, because I think the biggest reason was that the trading sessions are at the best time. They're in the middle of the day. London session starts around noon, right? Noon is London Open, and then your NY Open is at what, 5 p.m. in the evening. Beautiful sessions, beautiful times. Wouldn't I mean? It's amazing. Screw waking up at 6 in the morning, man. Now that I think about it, wake up at 6 and go to the live stream. I mean, it was good, but this is better. How to know support resistance? Babypips.com. Are you going to gamble CPI news today? No, I'm not. There are often a lot of liquidity grab in gold EJ during London Open. Late New York prices spike in one direction and flip and go other way. Has it always been this way? Yeah, sometimes it has been this way. Sometimes it has been this way. But then you got to look at the individual move and ask, okay, why did this happen? You know, what was the reason? Was there some news? Is there something just happening in the background? You know, what's going on? Do you smoke hookah? Yes. Sir, how long it took you to become profitable? Took me a year. Sometimes it took people 2 months, 3 months. I've known guys taking them like 1 month, you know, so it's there. Which has more chance of getting pips, breakouts, or rejections? Both. You just need to understand what you're looking at, what's your anticipate. The biggest thing is, whenever you're looking at a potential trade, you should always understand what is your anticipated outcome. Your anticipated outcome, what is that? And then what's your fail-proof plan? If price goes against you, what's your plan at that point? What do you define profitable? When you're able to withdraw money consistently to maybe feed a coffee habit or whatever addiction you have. Indonesian zone, own all sessions. Oh, very nice. What happens when CPI news are positive? Does the USD currency weakness threaten? We already talked about that. Belleron juicified. Some guys like me, more than 10 years to be profitable. Well, you know, it's better late than never. Have you checked FTMO contest winner made insane 1.4 million? Oh, very nice. Very nice. There's a very, very small percentage of people who can do that. If price breaks above resistance and goes back down in the range, there's more chance for price to move down? Yes. Because it tried to move up, it couldn't move up, so it moved down. So yes, there's a good probability. Okay, so gold is about to close. Pound yen is closing with the rejection. And I mean, if we can close a bullish candle, I think there's a good probability that price can continue pushing bullish. But our stop loss, well, my stop loss is going to be 12, 14, 15 pips over here. We're looking at around 12, 14 pips. Let's take a look at the 15 minute. 15 minutes right here. So yeah, that's good. Close 50% at 15, 14 pips, and then close the rest at around 17.28. Because if price is closing right here, right here we go, new candle has formed, and if it wicks down, I'm going to add a position, but it's not wicking down. It needs to wick down without breaking this high over here, and then I can add a position. Some people are saying there's no wick. That's correct, but there's enough volume, I would say, in this session at this time right now. So I would really assume we should continue pushing up to 1733. Oh yeah, there we go. Very nice. It's all right. Let's go with a smaller lot over here. 25, because it already moved more than I expected it to move, so I lowered the lot size on this for it to continue pushing up. I'll add more if we come down to make a lower wick, but other than that, I've just lowered the lot size. Yeah, pound yen closed in a not so profitable looking way, you know, not so profitable. I already talked about why I'm taking that if there's even no wick. Even talked about that. Mr. N, because there's volume at this time, and I've seen price just push at these times as well. And I wanted to do 50 lots, so I just lowered down my risk. I'm doing a smaller lot size here for price to continue pushing up till at least 1733. What was your longest time you hold a winning trade? Probably about 7 hours, 6 hours. If it rejects down and go up, will we get in along? I don't know about we. I can only talk about myself. So this one right here. Last week started funded and made $60 in a week in 5K. And yesterday lost 45. What's your doing to keep that profit? Well, you lost $45. So I think what you need to do is you need to look at that loss and ask yourself, how could you have lost less than what you already lost? That's what you gotta take a look. Yeah, that's basically what you gotta see. How you could have reduced your loss. It's very important. What do you think about my trader paper, though being back in the 5-minute week structure? I tried not meet my requirements to take a trade, stayed away, but with CPI, very nice. What do you recommend using, fixed lot size or percentage? That's totally up to you. You want to use fixed lot size, you want to use percentage, that's totally up to you. Boot camps, not yet. Not yet. If you had to choose one pair, which one would you choose? I'd choose gold. Been trading gold for a little while now, profitably, so I think it's pretty good. Best site to track your trades, Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel. It will go to your stop loss. Yeah. So if it goes to my stop loss, first 50% I'm going to take off once it breaks its own low. Once it breaks its own low, I'm going to take off 50% at that point. Okay. What kind of 510 cartridge? 510? It's not a 510. This is Indica. Indica cartridge. Can you trade crypto with low spread? Yes, but there's commission. Does EA in top limit you from risking to more than 2% per day? No, it doesn't stop me. It tells me how much I've risked, and then it's up to me. Magic Keys pays for itself. Highly recommend for everyone to get it. Oh, nice. Thank you. I got Magic Keys right here as well. Magic Keys. What are your hobbies outside of trading? Buying techie stuff. Going to the gym. What to do to get consistent in trading? 1 to 2 trades a day. Is that possible to start trading $500? Yes. Yes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Every day. Every day. Sir, GJ sell or buy? What do you mean? Take a look at the analysis we've done earlier. Where can we buy Magic Keys from Pakistan? It's tough to get from Pakistan. They have to be specially imported in the country, and right now the country has banned on all imports, so we don't know how that affects Magic Keys. You can get the online version too. Quick question. What song is that you're playing in the background? Multiple of different songs. How likely to turn 100 into 1,000? How likely to turn 100 into 1,000? Probably I'd say there's a 30% chance. I'd say like 20% chance, man. 20%. That's not being nice. 20% chance. I'm being very nice. Does MetaTrader allow you to take off 50%? There are scripts you can use, but I use Magic Keys. How much commission costs per lot on Dominion Broker? Commission costs $7 per lot. Can I buy Magic Keys from Australia? Yes. Hello, sir. I started Forex 7 to 8 months back and I'm profitable, but for the past 4 months, also cleared 50K challenge. Also, even some trader takes years to master. I still feel demotivated when I got 2 to 3 loss. I think you need to call it a day after your first or second loss, so that you don't go to that demotivated stage. What will the prizes be for Dominion competition? I think this time the prize for Dominion competition, the first prize is going to be a $10,000 account. Second prize is going to be a $5,000 account. And the third prize, I think, is going to be a gaming PC. Yeah, it's going to be a gaming PC. Thanks for always giving out knowledge in your streams. Thank you. Can you keep buying the on-screen version of Magic Keys? I'm not sure. What do you think of my paper trade? I will take a look at that here. RTX 4000. Oh, wow. RTX 4000. 2022 is tough ever this year. Man, 2022, I think in February, Putin gifted us with a lot of volume in the markets. A lot of volume. And after that day, the market has been pretty off. After that Russia-Ukraine episode. So we need some more, injection of volume in the market. Like this B71, this new strain they're talking about now, right? B71, whatever that is. So that needs to hit the world so that we can get more volume. Is there more volume now? Yes. Way more volume now than it was before. Made about 200K. Yes. I did really well. I'm owner of Dominion Markets. I wish I could say full, but a little bit there. Need some more wars. Do you recommend to trade on gold with 500 account or GJ? Sure, you can 100%. What do you think of Renko charts? I think they're good for people who are profitable on them. How to deposit through? You can deposit through local bank, but it has to be more than 10,000. Made 2 losses today, so done for today. Oh, nice. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love, Junaid Ashfaq. By the way, all these private messages you keep sending me, everyone can see them anyway. Could you not use another broker? Yes, you can. You can use whoever you want. But at the end of the day, it's not about the broker you're using. It's about the liquidity provided that you're using. Because you're basically accessing liquidity through different company names. That's all what there is. You're just accessing liquidity. And you're rating a company based on their, based on their customer service, based on their logos, based on who's behind it, based on how trustworthy it is. But other than that, any broker you go with, you're just paying for liquidity. That's it. Because you're basically paying. You're paying in commissions, you're paying in spreads, stuff like that. Is your funding program already started? No, we basically, our funding programs didn't start. We postponed them for an unlimited future, for lack of a better term. What do you think of XM broker? Yeah, I think it's good. Is it possible to trade with $100? Yes. Choice of Dominion Markets LP choice, prime of prime. Can we trade with 5 minutes time frame using this strategy? No. Well, yes, it's up to you. You gotta test it. You gotta test the 5 minute though. What's the main time frame you trade? 30 minutes. Can we place 3 trades together today? Sure you can. Sure you can. 15-minute candle is about to close, and I'm going to be looking at it very carefully how this 15-minute candle closes, because if this 15-minute candle it breaks the low of this current candle, then I may be looking to close all my trades on gold. Well, not all my trades, just what I have open over here. So yeah, you can look at the spread on gold over here now. It's less than a pip. Wow, literally less than a pip spread on gold on Dominion Markets. Pound is 1.5, 1.6, but damn, less than a pip. Oh, there goes a little bit higher over here. Will you stay till CPI? No, unfortunately, you have to do something very, very important. Your streams are helping. Keep going. Thank you. If today was your first day in trading, knowing what you know with $1,000, how much would you make in 6 months? I don't know. I can't answer that question. Shout, brother. No, I prefer just speaking the way I am. MFF gives me so much slippage because they don't own platforms. How hard is it to make your own brokerage? It's not hard. It just requires a lot of capital. It's a capital intensive business. How can I improve my trading every day? 1 to 2 trades a day. Africans can make your broker go broke. Oh yeah, we've had a lot of Africans try. What's the best motivation for you, my kids? Should I trade gold like previous CPI you traded? Sure. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Your commission is high. It's actually according to the commission that's in the market. Can we open Dominion account in the US? Yes, but choose crypto when you sign up if your country is not listed. Do you have paid course on Forex? I do, but not right now. Do you have a keystone habit outside of trading? I don't know what a keystone habit is. Probably going to the gym. Shout out for me. Hey, Ivan. Shout out. Can you analyze US 30? Not right now. What do you think of my paper trade? Okay, let's take a look at this paper trade over here. We have 3 minutes left for the candle to close, and we have someone's paper trade coming up. Oh, paper trade. Five-minute break of sector paper trade, enter on the high right here. Price came down. Things happen over here. Oh, nice. Yeah, very good. Very good trade. Looking at buys over here. Very solid. There are no bank or deposit fees for bank transfer. Yes, that's correct. That is absolutely correct. What currency are you analyzing right now? Analyzing. Gold. I'm actually in buys on gold right now. I'm actually in buys. I wanted to take buys right here around 1730, but took them like 6 pips too late over here. Will you add a position if the 15-minute candle wicks down? Yeah, I would like to, but I'd want to add that position around 1730.30. Around 1730.30. Because if I can do that, then the stop is going to be below this candle, which is like 6-7 pips, and the upside is around 20-25 pips. What suggestions would you give to someone who is afraid to execute? Just execute. Sorry, a bit off topic. What's your favorite movie? What's that movie called? Well, it's not a favorite if I can name it. This Shawshank Redemption, a very good movie. Wolf of Wall Street, very, very good movie. Yeah, there was another one with Tom Cruise in it. American Made, something like that, where he's a driver, pilot, American Made or something like that. That was a pretty good movie. Top Gun works for CI. Yeah, exactly. Works for CEI. That was a very good movie. Okay, so look. Candles have closed. Price actually jumped all the way up to 8 pips now. This is the new 15-minute candle, right? And this means that the 30-minute candle should stay bullish. So if this candle comes below this entry, I'm going to add a position. And I'm going to move my stop now right here. This is where the stop is now. Stop is now actually at around 10 pips. This means if we retrace, we can add a position. Let it come below this wick right here. So total risk for the day is 5,000. We're going to find out how much we end up losing over here. Risk for the day of 5,000. So this got to come down. This guy shows us that he makes 200K in limit session but makes 1K on stream. Fake trades with a nose. Pip catcher. A year and a half ago, you were calling me daddy and all kind of foolish stuff. And now you're here talking smack. Why, man? Why? This was the NFP trade. This is a trade we took with 3,900 people live on YouTube. 3,900 people watched this trade. NFP trade was a gamble? No, Novice. NFP trade was not a gamble. NFP trades, I've been taking exactly these sort of trades for the past, I would say like what, 3 years, 4 years? And every time I've traded NFP, it's been profitable. It's been profitable. Well, not every time, majority of the time. So I know that all I got to do to stay profitable every month, just to trade NFP. And yeah, that's the strategy. Buy stops and sell stops. That's a very, very good strategy. It's a strategy to trade high volatile news events. And if you have the ability to make some money in seconds during a high volatile news event, where you know your overall probability to win is higher than losing, of course you're going to do that. Of course. For the last 3 years, that's all what I've done. Every NFP, okay, Raja Banks, ready with your dumbass to do buy stops and sell stops. That's it. Just like a mindless monkey, I go through the charts, buy stop, sell stop, whatever activates, let it run 10, 15 pips, close it. If it goes in a little bit of a drawdown, just close it. Keep losses low, let winners run. You know, and so far it's been very, very profitable. So Pip Catcher, I know you were one of my biggest fans 2 years ago. 100%. 100%. I know that because you were on the streams. And now, you know, it's sad. There's this saying called your biggest haters are not just some random people. Your biggest haters are the people who have been your biggest fans in the past. Your biggest fans. But when those fans, they can't control their emotions, they keep on losing over and over again, then they become haters. Then these envious feelings, they come on because they can't control themselves and they hate to see you control yourself, and then they hate you. What's this? Stop watching the stream and find love. Naked HD.xyz. What? Oh man. How much did it cost you to, okay, should I trade with buy stops, sell stops for this coming CPI? First, do it with small amounts, tiny amounts. Do it with very small amounts, tiny amounts, and then see what's the probability how price moves through those areas. How many hours do you spend on average daily trading? 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 2-3 hours a day. Can you get Andrew Trade as a guest? I don't know. He's gonna come on there. No idea. What do you know about Biden going over there today? Going over where? Is Biden my cousin? Bro, where's he going? Who cares wherever he's going? What price you entered gold? It's literally on the screen. Literally on the screen. So up 2,500 over here. 10 pips, 11 pips right here. So it's my first day trading. Oh, nice. First day trading. So I secured at this point. We're coming up towards these rejections around 1733. 1733 rejections are coming up. So if you guys also got this trade in, you can probably put your stops at, I would say, break even or below this wick, and just that's it, let it run. So here you guys saw another perfectly executed scam by Raja Banks on the live stream. Of course, didn't make tens of thousands of dollars, but made more than 2,500. You know, more than 10 pips here. So it's still pretty good. I take bigger trades. Off of the stream because those moves, they only happen from pre-London till pre-New York, right? If you look at all the big moves that happened on gold and pound yen in the past 4 months, and I'm only giving you this information that this is actual fact, right? They happen from pre-London moving all the way into pre-New York or New York. I also send these analysis to the Slack group, and a lot of times, people do see those same moves play out, and sometimes I catch those moves. So, it's a different thing when you're sitting out and looking in and you don't understand, but it's another different thing when you're in the house, like people in market fluidity, they see those analyses and then they say, okay, you know what? Yeah, this makes sense. Because, if you look at in the past 4 months, the the big moves that we've had during pre-London to pre-New York, you've never had that kind of a big move during the New York session. Very, very rare. Very rare. So there's no way to do it. There's no way to do it. It's just, I hit a nerve because I was like, no, no, not really. Just giving good information, Pip Catcher. You've been a very, very good, loyal fan in the past, and I appreciate you. All right, let's take a look over here. On which time frame you take the trade? I took this trade on the 30-minute time frame. I want to take it around 17:30, 30, but it got a little bit late. So I took it like maybe 3-4 pips late, and it moved up and just went up over here and secured position. I've been trading in London 3 years, and all daily trends start pre-London. Some start Asian. By the time New York comes, it slows down. Exactly, Alushi. Thank you. What's the positive sign on the right side of your profit? What? Oh, this is a new trade or deposit. That if you're running in a margin call, click this button and it's going to take you to the deposit screen, so you can get more margin. Are you ever gonna do consistent streams? Yeah, we do. This whole month has been on and off. Oh, very nice one. What was this? Gold trade? Very nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. How does it feel to make 3 lakh PKR every day? Nothing. I know this guy. He works in the bank. He's one of the top executives. He makes around 35 lakh in 1 month. 35 lakhs in a month. It's a lot of money. 35 lakhs. And he still complains that I have a problem budgeting. Man. What's that in USD? 33 lakh in USD is around $15,000. 15,000, almost that. When we add positions to already open trades for the same pair, can Magic Keys manage individual trades? Yes. Not individual trades, but it can manage your partial take profits and partial stop losses. We'll soon be starting to prep up for A-level examination. Won't have time to plan to become a better trader. Any suggestions? Hey man, focus on your A-levels. Trust me, focus on your A-levels. I got 2 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C in my A-levels. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here by Oliver. Thoughts on GJ. Buys over here. Price went up slightly after wick down. Took buys, anticipating retest the high. Price hit TP, filled majority of the range. Let rest hit TP. Oh, very nice. Also, I would say if you're consistently securing 50% at 10 pips, then that's amazing. But if this is like, the start, then maybe start securing more than 50% and leaving the rest at break even to run to TP. A-levels is a waste of time. No, it's not, man. Education is never a waste of time. Education is never ever a waste of time. People may say that, but I stand with education. You got to educate yourself in certain things. You got to educate yourself. You refine your processes. I think with education, as time goes by, you really refine your already running processes. That's basically what happens. Learning how to learn is invaluable. That's correct. How many pips are ideal for stop loss? Depends. Depends how many pips you think are ideal for a stop loss. When did you leave your job and become a full-time trader? Exactly when I heard about trading, 3 months after, I left my job. Well, I didn't have a job. I was running a company, so I just stopped focusing on the processes. What happened last CPI? Can you analyze? Kasser Bhatt साहब इसकी YouTube पे वीडियो है पूरी वीडियो है YouTube पे 20th नहीं 10 जून ਨੂੰ ਆਸੀ CPI तकी किनो जी तकी किनो did you learn from Uncle Ted? Yes. Raji, Pakistan में doing market deposit कैसे करें local bank. Hey Raja, it's possible if you could kindly check my study I did this morning. Let's take a look at this. Oh wow, pound USD 1 hour time frame long position to be considered. Okay, you're considering long positions. Oh, wait, I'm going to break the high of the previous one. What time frame is this? 1 hour time frame. Yeah, above this wick right here. Makes sense. Now you got to see how this basically played out. Will you trade gold again? No, I'm not going to trade gold again. And you know, so if I was looking at a bigger position on gold, I wouldn't have had that position at all. Like, look, secured positions and my instinct and my experience and my professional time I've spent in trading, it told me that price will reject over here, so secured positions. So secured joking. What is your executive friend studied to get 35 lakh per month job per month in bank? He's a bank executive. He's been in the banking sector for 30 years. So it took him 30 years to climb that banking ladder. How would you know when you want a 30-minute candle closer? Experience. Experience. He's an old man. I need money now, not in 30 years. Man, start a business. Start an online business. Trust me. With an online business, you're going to multiply your income. With any online business, consultancy, service, some product you want to sell, whatever that is, you're going to multiply your income. If you're working for somebody, you're just adding income slowly and slowly and slowly. 1 hour plus 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. When you start a business, you're multiplying all that. Multiplying. And it keeps on multiplying. Keeps on multiplying. If you have a good product, you have a good service, man, someone buys it, they will tell 5 of their friends about it. Those 5, they love it, they'll tell 5 more of their friends about it. Individual friends, their families don't know about it. You know, and my family is the kind of family, if you bring a new product in the family and they like it, they're going to buy it. You know, so your income literally multiplies, but that multiplication takes time. Do you think every government help businesses? No. I'm a trader, not an inventor, though. Big difference. I don't know. I was a trader. I wasn't an inventor at all. And I was a trader, and I just had a problem I wanted to fix, and the problem was how to manage trades faster. And then we came up with magic keys. How to manage trades faster. And this way, it was way quick to manage trades. And I knew just one thing. Me and my partner. And I knew just one thing, that if I'm a trader and if I like this product and if I would literally buy this product, then maybe there are 1 million people like me who will also buy this product. No, my partner is not Ted. Up 10 pips and got closed at break even. Khaya piya kuch nahi, glass thoda bada na. Bas. Will you stay till NY open? Yes, I'm going to stay here another 30 minutes. I deposited money to the local bank. After that, my bank sent me a text that Forex is illegal in Pakistan. Oh, it wouldn't be to Dominion markets. Are you going to trade CPI? No. I'm unable to deposit in demo. Kindly solve this problem to allow deposits in demo accounts to practice. Send an email. Man, helping... We have a whole team to deal with that. How to deposit money in your demo account. The whole team to deal with that. Yeah, we have a whole team to deal with that. I was going to say that it's below my pay grade, but we have a whole team to deal with that. I hear your religious festival meant a lot of cows were killed. Yeah, a lot of people got angry as well. Oh, my realtor from Dubai is calling. Look, Dubai. I'm gonna answer his call later on. Hey, thanks for the entry. It's Sharif. Yes, Sharif, I remember you, bro. I doubled my account and constantly in profit. Oh, mashallah. Very nice. Very nice. Are you coming anytime soon? Yes. We're trying to plan a meet and greet on the 30th or the 31st July. So look at this close. Amazing. Amazing close. Can't get any better than this. Can't get any better than this. I made 3 million on my demo account. How to withdraw now? Send an email. Who is going to win in the Jake Paul fight? Probably Jake Paul. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you there. Amazing, Alexander. It's going to be an amazing time. It's going to be an amazing time. CFI numbers were good, but inflation were there. Raja Bhai, you took loss there, but after some time, trade goes into your position. Just saw it. Yes, it went above 1835. Bro, you will do live stream every day. I'm going to be here on Friday. Yeah, Friday or tomorrow, we'll see. Friday, though. What's your favorite muscle group to work out? Lately, it's been my lats and my quads. I've been doing a lot of squats and bent over rows. A lot of them. A lot of them. Do you think... Who do you think is one of the best trader? I don't know. Myself? You got to think yourself as the best. You have to think yourself as the best. If you think yourself as the best, you start to act like that. That's very important. You have to act like that. You have to have that same discipline the best of the best is going to have. You're going to be a bodybuilder. You're going to be an athlete. You're going to have the same discipline, the same work ethic as a champion bodybuilder or a champion athlete is going to have. You know, so me, I consider I'm a great trader, great short time frame trader, and I got to act like that too. I have to be disciplined. I have to come on time. I have to secure on time. And then I got to be just, okay, you know what? Perfect. Raja, I'm struggling. Yeah, that's not a trait of a winning trader. You don't have to say I'm struggling. You just got to say you're the best. And then you got to write down what makes a best trader who's disciplined, right? 1 or 2 trades a day. If you don't do 1 or 2 trades a day, you're never going to make it. Never. Ever. Can I trade prop firm using the strategy? Or is it impossible not to lose 10%? You're only going to lose 10% if you risk 10% or 5% on a double risk. Closed on the tip. Nice close. Thank you. Mike Tyson helped me get that mindset. Amazing. How you came to trading? Instagram. Been working out that motor mouth lately. I met with 0.5% or 1% risk each time. If you lose every trade of 1%, and then you're going to get to 10% risk. Oh, look at this. Oliver. Oliver is saying, I wish I paid Oliver to say this, but I didn't. After I started taking 1 to 2 trades a day, haven't had a negative week since mid-May. Since mid-May. Look at that. Someone who hasn't had a negative week since mid-May. And here we have people struggling to have a winning week since mid-May. See the difference? Because Oliver thinks, hey, it's working, so why change anything? Thoughts on James Storms. I honestly have no idea who that is. Honestly, I have no idea. That was a post that came on my Instagram, and man, the guy just went off on his Instagram. Just went off. Brought me so much exposure, and we got a lot of subscribers on YouTube. I mean, it was amazing. But that's what I'm going to do now from now on. I'm going to pick influencers and I'm going to catch their faults. I'm going to talk about that just in 1 to 2 posts. And then they will go on a rant for the whole day about me, tagging me and talking about me. And that's going to bring a lot of exposure. That's actually a very good strategy. You attacked his fake career. Talk about Andrew Tate. I don't know much about him. What is your win rate? 50%, 60%. Raja Instagram best caption wale 100 USD nahi mile abhi tak. So someone is saying that the best caption person never got their money. The person with the best caption is one of my friends, and they already have a bunch of $100 bills. Whoa! Yeah, they already have a bunch of $100 bills, so I don't think they need another one. So that's why. Did take trade in CPI? No, CPI hasn't even started yet. Just took one buy here on gold. That's it. Pound yen is also continuing to push up over here now. Is it possible to withdraw from a demo account? No. Tell me, what is best book for trading according to you? Charts. Focus on charts. How are you doing? Amazing. The minimum to withdraw by a fiat is $50. Haram leverage. Improper risk management, also haram. Bo, Pip Catcher just leaves the stream. Leaves the stream. Got a complaint? No, I can't actually say that because I complain on Daniel's stream too. And he has now banned my name. Basically, he's banned my name. I went to his stream, I tried to write hello, how are you? And he didn't even see it because he has banned my name. Even if you type Raja, it's not going to show up. Please write name in chat box. What's your review on cotton candy? I have no idea what that is. How was June? Can you speak about during summer holidays, easier, harder? They're okay. They're okay. Every summer holidays are different. You know, these summer holidays, we've had a lot of volatility because the interest rates have been increasing, CPI has been increasing, everything has been increasing. Last year, that was not the case. Do you trade by leverage? Yes. Can someone explain Forex Factory? Wow. Hey, Raja, hedge funds use technical analysis? Sure. How was last August for you? Pretty good. Please advise, bro, will buy gold after retest on 30 minutes. I don't know. I mean, we're retracing. 30 minute has broken the low of the previous 30-minute candle. You have to wait for price to create a support. What happened to the NFT project you were talking about last year? That's the talk of the past now. Because no one talks about NFTs now. What made you change your socials to Raja Banks from Ricks Don't Lie? Gave me a sense of identity, I think. And it's good marketing as well. Good exposure that way. Somalia Majukta. Yeah, no idea what that is. You, my brother, had same mentor. Shout out to my bro, Francis Jenga. Thank you, Francis. Bro, I'm into Forex. Oh, nice. How to manage risk? Tasty cow. What are your thoughts about the euro falling to parity with the US dollar? I don't know what's going on over there, but that's actually very interesting. Very interesting. I need to get my hands on your course. Okay, so assuming we are looking to short here, do the bottom wicks to the left, what runs through your thought process? See, when I see these bottom wicks over here, and even if price breaks below this 30-minute wick, I'm still seeing that maybe this may not be a clean area and price may reject because we've rejected over here. But then again, I start to think that, okay, maybe if we do break below this area, maybe there's going to be enough volume in the market coming with NY Open to continue pushing price down. But then I also think about CPI that we have in about 45 minutes. So, you know, but if you ask me where I would think it's going to go once we break below the low, I think we should still continue pushing down. But we need to then stay below this wick. GJ breaking through resistance? Yeah, we got to wait for it to break and close above this area, especially on the 15-minute time frame. Above the 15-minute. Do the market makers know exactly the future of the market? No, they don't. What do you prefer, trading with $100 or doing a $50 trading challenge? Trade with $100, withdraw 50 after making profit, and then get the trading challenge. take a look at this chart. Waiting for candle to close above. Should we be worried about this range? No, you should be happy about this range. That's a pretty good range. We need a tutorial on TradingView. YouTube that. Do you use volume indicator? No. How to manage risk on 30-minute candle entries? Go through one of my virtual classes on YouTube. I have a lot of virtual classes we've done on YouTube, and I think they will actually help you a lot. When will you visit Canada or Dubai? By the end of this month. I found a strategy with 70% success rate. Should I use it? Hey, if you found a strategy with 70% win rate, sure, man, go ahead. Go right ahead, cowboy. Do you still have money with the... What? Do you still have problems with the money you have? What kind of a problem can you have with money? Dude. What kind of a problem can you have with money? Will it complain? No. Would you class a 15-minute close above resistance strong enough? I would say so. I think that should start the process to go up. With GJ having just made such a big move, if it does close above resistance, would you see rather retracement? I think a little bit of a retracement before breaking the high would be much better. How rich you want to be? Oh man, I was talking about this with my brother. You guys know about live golf? Live golf, right? The Saudis, they're launching this thing called live golf. It's like the PGA for golf, right? It's pretty big. So what they're doing is, in order to get good players to promote live golf, they're giving them 1.2 times their net worth, right? That's what they're giving players. That if your net worth is 100 million, they will give you 120 million. And that's a signing bonus. So you're gonna get 120 million over the 100 million you have, and then you get to go play in their league. So players, you know, they got like 300 million, you know, 200 million, 150 million, 100 million, 50 million. Tiger Woods, you know how much they offered them? They offered him 1.1 or 1.2 billion to come and play over here. Now Tiger Woods is a billionaire, right? And you know what he said? He said no. He said no. He said, no, man, I'm going to stay loyal to the PGA. Because why? Because Tiger Woods has money like that he can say, hey, you know what? I've done everything in the world. I have everything, anything, you know. I have more than I could ever spend. So that's why I guess he's like, nah, I'm good. I think that's the same as, like, you know, platforms still message us on our YouTube channel, my YouTube support. They get the messages sometimes, like they'll pay, let's say, like 6,000 a month, 7,000 a month just to promote their platform, and we're like, no. Maybe, hey, you guys are right. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe if they offered him like 5 billion or 6 billion, he would have probably moved. But waiting on the hour, easy trade that way. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left for the candles to close. Gold is still retracing over here now. Let's take a look at this chart. Jordan stiffens. Jordan. Entry on a 30-minute close. Oh, wow. Okay, we basically moved up over here. Continue to move up. Asian session broke. Very nice. How is Pakistan doing with inflation? Still got inflation. Things are still expensive. Point where enough is enough, I think. No one's that much. That's correct. Oh, there we go. 15-minute candle has closed below this resistance. Now you need the 30-minute candle to close above. And gold is still retracing from where we closed. So if you got that winning trade here earlier on, you're probably thanking yourself that you secured positions, right? Look, exactly where I closed, price rejected. Exactly. Now, I'm not lying. That's a fact. We all saw that, right? Please give your opinion on cotton candy. I have no idea what that is. No idea what cotton candy TA is. What session would you recommend for day trading as opposed to scalping? I would say New York and London overlap. Amazing. What difference in trader mindset when taking 2 trades a day? Nothing. I just can't wait to call it a day in 15 minutes because I've taken 1 trade and that's it. What made you close that position on gold before? I closed it because we already moved a lot out of this, you know, consolidation over here. And the further away price moves from a zone, the higher the probability of it is to do a retest. When are you retiring? I don't think people want me to retire at this point. Please, I'm actually already retired. I mean, if you look at it this way, I basically feel retired at times. Maybe it's the phase I'm going through or whatever that is, but sometimes I just don't know what to do for the rest of the day if I don't have the live streams. Sometimes. Can you tell me about seasonal trading? I don't know what that is. Common psychology, 1 to 2 trades a day. Good morning from Barbados. Hey, Brian, Frederick. Good morning, Mon. Why don't you buy US 30? Because I don't trade US 30. Raja, have you done EST Mon? No. Can you give me some feedback on my analysis? Send it. Will you teach your kids to trade? I don't know. Why don't you do the live streams? Then you have barely been coming on. Because, you know, I've been spending a lot of time with my family. I'm spending a lot of time with my family, man. Like, trust me, that's very important. If there are, like, you know, parents out there listening to me and you get to spend your time with your kids every day, more than 4 hours, 5 hours, man, you're one of the most luckiest people alive. The most luckiest people alive. Because the more, like, whatever time you're spending with your kids, man, that time is never going to come back. They will grow old. They're going to grow older. And once they get older, they're going to stop doing the things they love to do at this point. You know, so spend time with your family. People who don't have kids right now, just hustle. Hustle. Go get what you want. Go get out there and get what you want. You know, get yourself whatever you want. If you don't have kids right now, you have no dependents, do it. Does Uncle Ted have a Slack group? No. If gold closes back in the range, would you regard it as a fake out? Yes. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? Great body, bald, rocks with it. I mean, you know, yeah. I know you don't like assumptions. If the possibility have occurred, close back. Yeah, same question. Spend time with them until you can't listen to them anymore. That's correct. Then come play Dota. How many MT5 accounts can I run Magic Keys on? I would say maybe 1.
Magical fire to allocation.
There we go. There we go, Abil. Screenshot this. Screenshot it. Done. Okay. Screenshot this. Perfect. I want to meet you. Perfect. What do you think of Kervin? I think he's great guy. Amazing, amazing, amazing friend. Man, listen. If you are Kervin's friend and you are in Miami or Florida, man, trust me. He's the kind of guy you want on your side. He is the kind of guy you want on your side. Can you analyze USD CAD? It will be a news impact for CAD. Send it, man. I think they will raise the rates. Today, rates are going up. Yep. GJ is doing nothing. GJ is doing nothing. All streams, Raja, come here, there. Yes. इस्लामाबाद में कोई मीटअप हो कर लो राजा जी. हाँ जी करने हैं बस. I know you don't trade patterns, but gold looks like a double bottom and retesting the neckline now. Retesting the neckline now to go up. Is that what you mean? Probably break this high and go up. Okay, that makes sense. What do you think of Wyckoff method? I have no idea. Do you wait for close or both? Today, what rate? What rate? What do you mean? Currency rate? USDT to USD rate, Euro to USD rate, 1. Sir, it's Junaid Ashfaq, got ousted from the Zoom and can't access it. Oh, I have no idea what's going on over there. Struggling with my consistency. I saw your video about Forex trading. Highly motivated. How long it's going to take from struggling to consistent? When I get stop loss hit, it's gut feeling, bro. Will gold go up? Well, we need to break above 1730.60. Do you miss Canada? No. We got 10 minutes left over here. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. The rate on Canada, 2.25. They're increasing into 2.25. Good morning. You can talk a little more about Magic Keys, please. I can't do translation. YouTube Magic Keys. Do you miss Kenya? Never been there. I follow you from last 4 months and now I'm profitable. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. How can I join the Slack group? You can't. What's your favorite food? Bananas. Happy Guru Puri Nama, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Can comments about Kervin and how we trade? I think he's my amazing friend. He's one of my best friends. One of my amazing best friends. Why most Forex traders lose their money? Elbow cow. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whiteboard trading with Raja Banks. Yes, right there. No. Yeah, right there. That way. What's your condition to enter the trade? Heart condition should be solid. Heart should be at normal functioning capacity. Will you trade CPI? No, I'm going to leave. I have some very important stuff to do in after 7 minutes. Are you moving to Dubai? We're planning on to. Can I be your best friend? Captain Baldy, you already are, man. You already are. My best friend. What happened to economy cruises in Pakistan? I don't know. Do you know Virat Kohli? No. Short of the candle close below for GJ? Sure. Raja being extremely passionate about his friends? Yes. I like my friends. I like my friends, man. Do you know Virat Kohli? What's your real account? 2 million? Yeah. Good to have you back on the charts. Thank you, Niger Delta UK. Friend from Niger Delta. Bravo. Oh. What's focusing on one pair has been a game changer for me. Profits, thanks. Well done. If CPI numbers come bad, what are they expecting that will make gold go? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to continue pushing up. It's going to continue pushing up. Are you Indian? Really? If you are leaving, kindly give some guideline. Except sell, buy, stop. Just expect. Oh, expect to stop or buy, stop. I don't know. I mean, with news, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Watch the last CPI streams we've done. I mean, I do it very simple. Wherever the 30-minute candle is, I put a buy stop above it and sell stop below it. You know, and I think it's gonna go up. I mean, if CPI comes bad, gold's gonna go up. Obviously, if CPI is good, then maybe gold's gonna go up. Maybe after 15 minutes, 30 minutes. That's what we've seen in the past 3 CPIs. So what's the probability that's gonna happen again? Which other Forex streamers do you recommend? Just there are a lot of them. A lot of them. A lot of them. Which software used for live streaming? XSplit. Looks like an hourly half candle. Who's the second best YouTube streamer? Remote पता नहीं यार, remote तो सोफे पे पड़ा हुआ था. Rakeel, hey. What do you think about simulations? They're good. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the way price is moving over here. Look at that. Would you go to India to trade? No. We need to stream more often? No. I know Raja wants to say, I know, do you know Babar Azam? No. You give us something that we should pay for? You give us something that we should pay for? No. What about Sean Lee? I don't know. He's on Snapchat now. Laptop was lagging so close, everything with phone before drawdown, 2 wins and done. Oh, very nice.
Definitely.
आज मैंने first time live stream किया sir. Oh, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Boot camp in India, I don't know. Got to know Raja from Sean Lee when he mentioned Raja back in one of his IG stories. Oh man, how funny. Hilarious. How would you trade GGF 30 when kind of close bullish? I don't know. I'd want to see price to close above 163,600. 163,600. Isn't Forex illegal in Pakistan? I'm not doing anything illegal. What's your mentor? Do you know astronomics? Yes. Hey Raja, you used to manage risk in 30 minutes? Yes. Guys, stop spamming. Who's this? Sharon James? Calm down, buddy. Calm down with that. Control C, enter. Should I send you FX scammers on IG? No thanks. Do you think USD will go down after CPI? I don't know. I would say so. I would say so. Gold should go up. Took 2 trades, both profitable, made $33. Very nice. You look like Imran Khan the singer. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of doppelgangers. What do you think of controller FX? I think he needs a new one. As you know, there are many fake outs in the chart. So how is possible to become profitable? Should more RR than 3? You have to understand why they are fake outs. Raja, can you share your early days of trading on your phone? I suppose you're profitable, but what changed since your 2 trades a day rule? Everything changed, man. With 2 trades a day, emotional trade management got better. You know, it's not always about managing the trade like from a monetary basis. It's also about emotionally managing the trade. That got better. He copied your move, changed his YouTube name to... Yeah, exactly. He did. He did. He copies everything. He copies everything, man. It's so scary. Changed the name, copied my candles, copied my moves, copied my video posting style on Instagram. Copies me. Soon he's gonna have a tan. Yeah, soon it's gonna be in Pakistan. Oh, hey guys, I moved to Pakistan now. Haha. Fucking. And then make him see, oh yeah, my dad got sanctioned to Pakistan. So we are here now. Fucking copycat. He plays game 2 on the live stream. Yes, I saw the games. Control FX was one of your students? Yes. Very, very good student. So gold is doing a retest. And we got news. So if the next candle breaks the low, I think we're going to go down. But I do think if we... Okay, listen to this very carefully. If we break above 1730.60, I don't think there's any going back then. I think we're going to continue pushing up. Bump. I'm going to Toronto soon. I had my bank with CIBC. Who is the best signal provider? You yourself, Ahmed Forex. First of all, remove the Forex name from your name, Ahmed Forex. And secondly, that's not the right answer. Can you show us your setup or full screen of your webcam? My setup is literally 2 screens against the wall and a painting. That's my setup. This is NY Open now. And NY Open... Wow. Look at this 1 hour candle. See here, this candle needs to break the high of the previous candle. And then go up. Yeah. We need to break the high to go up. Looking at gold. I think we need to break above this high too, but we have news. What is the deposit for success to now? 50,000. Stop drama and come to Kenya. Okay, bro. I'm gonna make a plan. I'm gonna make a plan. How much are we expecting to make today? None. Anyway, this last question I'm gonna take now. 2 trades a day to see and understand market structure, sir. I practice 1 trade a day from past 90 days trading now. I have recognized 3 to 4 patterns that I'm confident. Sir, any comments? These patterns do occur twice a week, once or twice a week. Do it. I say 2 trades a day, 1 to 2 trades a day, because sometimes I find the same trade on that same pair. You know, but if you found those patterns, then 100% go for those patterns, and you know it's going to be profitable. Start executing on them. Till when we should let the runner run? It's up to you. You have to see how long your average runner runs. GJ will fill the wick. Yep, I agree with that. There's a wick to be filled. We've moved up over here a lot. I agree with that. Look at the way we moved. Are you wearing lenses? No. I don't wear those fake things. You know, but at the same time, I mean, we have moved a lot from the support. So as we're coming up over here, even though it can fill the wick, this is not going to be a tradable range. It's like a 10, 11 pip range. So even though we're coming up to this rejection area, I think a rejection probability would be higher because we've moved up a lot. So a retracement is, you know, well needed unless we break above this wick to continue pushing up in this 33, 34 pip range. Anyway, I'm going to head off here. I'm already 2 minutes late. Take care, everyone, and we will see you on Friday. So adios and take it.
Adios.
Take good care of yourselves.
I just got here.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Take care, take care.
Tika.
Bye,
Okay.
Raja.
Hey, goodbye.
Talk to you.